Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over something that was asked in my Discord in the video ideas channel. And so two people asked for a sword guide, an aim guide, and a movement guide, and a sword guide. I'll be going over how to use a sword the right way, how to get better movement in Sea of Thieves, and tips in general for PvP. Now, for the aim guide, all I could tell you is just practice shooting at the bell in Sea of Thieves, which is this right over here. This bell, I just practice jumping around, shooting it. If you want to get better at your aim, or just trying to hit the pole in general, because the bell is a little bit tiny, so it's gonna be difficult to hit for somebody who's trying to get better aim. But that is my suggestion if you want to get better aim. I really can't tell you how to get better aim. I don't have the capabilities to do that. That's really up to you if you practice. But practice makes perfect. Let's get straight into it. So first off, let's talk about the sword. The sword is what a lot of new people like to use. And for good players, swords are a pain in the ass because if you slice somebody with it, that stuns them. And if you know what stun means, when you get stunned by getting hit by a sword, it stops your entire movement speed and all your momentum you have going, which will then give them the opportunity to slice you again and get a 3-hit combo on you, which will then put you at 1 HP. So then once they are refreshed and they could swing again, you'll die, which is why swords are pretty OP in my opinion. But if you're double gunning and you keep your distance, then you're kind of good. And that's where movement comes into. If you want to stay away from a sworder, that's where good movement comes in the hand. But we'll talk about that right after we finish talking about the sword. So, back to the sword. Pro tip. When you block and you jump, you could side hop. You could sword hop, people call it. But you can't spam it, though. But that's side hopping. You don't have to, like, be fully blocked. You see this animation? Doesn't have to be that. You just have to hold it for a second and jump. Like, and this will allow you to dodge bullets from enemy players, but they can still hit you. It's all about your timing. So, if you are boarding a ladder, make sure you're holding the block button. Once you get up that ladder, sword hop, and you might be able to dodge an incoming bullet from somebody up top. This is not always a guaranteed, but it's worth trying. And if there's an enemy person in front of you, you could sword hop through them and then slice them, just like that. Another tip is when PvPing, make sure to be jumping all over them. That way it's harder for them to hit you, you know? So I'd practice that on skellies. But that's basically the gist for the sword. But before we finish the sword, let's talk about the sword dash. Sword dashing with swords is very useful when PvEing and PvPing. It's mainly used when boarding ships or just getting from a further distance away. See how I sword dashed all the way over here? How did I do that? Simply, all I did was hold down this button, which made me do a sword dash. This right here is a regular sword dash where you just hold down the button, right? The trigger button to shoot. Let's say you want to do an advanced sword dash. This is what an advanced sword dash looks like. You see how much farther away I got? That's called an advanced sword dash. Now, in order to do an advanced sword dash, obviously, in order to do a regular one, you have to block your sword, hold it down. Right when you hear that slice noise, you want to jump. You hear that, like, slice, like that sling? That's right. Sling, jump. Sling, jump. Right when you hear that sling, jump right away. Do not hesitate. This does take a lot of timing, and it will take you a lot of time to learn. It didn't take me long to learn. I taught my noob friends I was playing with on Sea of Thieves the other day, and they learned it pretty quickly. It's not a hard skill, but it might be hard for some people, so keep that in mind. You're not going to get it first try. I will put it in slow motion for you guys to see what I'm talking about. Now on to movement speed. We're gonna be on the sloop for this one. I'll be going over brig, galley as well, so keep watching. So, if you're on a sloop, keep this in mind. This part right here is safe to go on. Okay, so for this pro tip right here, this is part of movement. Let's say you're on the front part of your ship, right? And you get hit off while it's moving, right? So you get hit off, you're gonna wanna swim forward. That way you have time to board your ship and react and catch the ladder. So that's how you do it. Okay, now let's say somebody boards you and drops your anchor. What you wanna do is you wanna catch the anchor by pressing whatever it is for you. If you're playing on controller or PC, you're going to want to press on the anchor and raise it back up. That's how you catch the anchor. That you always want to do that if somebody tries anchoring your ship. Now I'm going to anchor it so I can continue this tutorial. Now, you always want to be running around the ship no matter what. Like, just run around it. You know, like, try not to lose that speed, you know, just run around it, you know, get away from those nasty sword users, you know. Come bottom deck, you know, try to juke them. They removed the brig with a bed, so you could use that to your advantage now. But there's really not much on a sloop where you can move around, which is why I'm going to be showing you something even better. So, have you ever seen somebody come over here and grab the ladder? This is something that might save your life. If you're like me and you're getting a sword shoved up your ass and you want to get out of there, run over here. You see how it just messed up there? You know, I was opening up this stupid thing and this thing. This takes a lot of skill to practice. It's crazy. But, you know, you're running over here, you press E on the ladder, and you can get out. So come over here, make sure you're looking down a little bit, and it should give you the option to get on the ladder. And this is going to take you a little bit, but if you get it right, you could do this pretty fluently. And once you're able to do it pretty fluently, like, see, I just messed up there, but that's okay. I don't do this all the time. But if you're ever getting a sword shoved up your ass or you're about to die, just, you know, do what I'm doing here. Grab the ladder. Just grab the ladder. Grab the ladder. Can you do it on the other side? Yes, you can. You have to jump up here, and then boom, you just did it again. This one is a little bit easier because it does force you to kind of like press that E on the ladder. Do keep in mind you could do it while it's closed as well. It might be difficult, but it's possible. You can do it, but that is movement on a sloop. Please tell me if that was helpful. That'd mean a lot. Now, let's go onto the galleon. Alright, so I've just spawned on a galleon, and I'm gonna use the advanced sword dash to my usage, and I'm gonna sword dash straight to its ladder, just like so. And I'm gonna do the sword hop right onto the mast ladder, which is really good if you want to talk. Now, I'm gonna get straight into it. So this is the movement for a galleon. Now, if you notice how there are these side panels on the side of the galleon, you could use these to your advantage, like, you know, if you're getting kind of like bootied on. This is hard to do, but, you know, you could hop on these little side panels and just kind of like hop between them and everything. But the best part about this is, you know, let's say you got a dip. Boom, hop straight down here. And then hop on that panel, back up. Let's say you're getting sorted, jump down, come back up. And you could, so let's say the person's running after you, you jump down, they're gonna think, oh, he just jumped off our ship. Then you could come up from behind and then sword him, right? Or quickscope him or blunder him, whichever one. And this is good for both sides of the ship because then you could kind of juke them and get them from the other side where they're not going to be looking. Or you could come down into the captain's quarters, just like so, and then run down here, grab food, let's say they find you, do it again, eat your food while you're down here. This part of the galleon is mega useful, you know. This video was helpful and you learned something new. Let me know in the comments below. If you liked it and you think it's helpful to other people, like the video, subscribe. It really helps out the channel and it really helps the video get out there. If you want to see more of these videos, join the Discord and go to the video ideas channel and just type whatever you want to see and I'll try to make it. If I can't make it, I'm sorry, but I'll do my best. And yeah, see you in the next one.